Good morning, team. Federal Reserve has hiked the rate by 50 basis point to 4.50. This is the highest rate since 2007, and this is the 7th consecutive rate hike. Fed has said more hikes will be there in 2023, but now whatever I can understand, now after one more hike, there can be a pause before things can go forward. So no, this is slightly negative for the global markets. So there will be some reaction, but I think Indian market will outperform after this small correction. Jubilant Food, Domino's Pizza launches Viva Roma, the Italian gourmet pizza range from that brings the authentic taste of Italy to the customer. It is a new range, so giving new things to the taste bud is always important. Jubilant Food is one of our investment pick, so we like the stock. Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank has tied up with Kotak Mahindra General Insurance Company to offer consumer-centric product. Z Entertainment has clarified on claim made by IDBI Bank in NCLT to the tune of 149 crores toward City Network, SITI, City Network. So this is an ongoing case where IDBI Bank has filed in the NCLT case, and to the exchanges, Z Limited has clarified about this. Mahindra CIE, this is a multinational company. Now they have proposed a name change. As Mahindra stake is less than 10%, now it will be CIE Automotive, and CIE Automotive or Mahindra CIE as it is called today. Now they are planning to sell their German forging operation comprising of CIE Forging Germany GmbH, and so they have put on notice that this is for sale. So if they sell, then they will concentrate only on India, which will be very positive for the company. And we need to understand Mahindra CIE, their major profit and revenue comes from India. Their international operation is not so profitable and the margins are very low there. And if the total unit is shifted here, the manufacturing is shifted to India, it will be very positive for the company. We are positive on the stock for a long-term perspective. Sapphire Food, now WWD Ruby has proposed sale of equity shares, and there are a few other promoter group also trying to sell Sapphire. We are not positive on Sapphire Food. One has to be a bit careful. Shriram Property has successfully completed the acquisition of Golden Era, a plotted development project of Golden Gates Group, and this is a stress assets of India Infoline, and the total cost of the project is 125. Positive for Shriram Properties. Now, and yesterday there was an interview from the management of BDL. He was in the CNBC news channel. Anyway, we have posted those interview in the Telegram channel. He said currently the order book is 12,000 crore. Pipeline order book is 8,000 crores. Next 2 years, he is expecting the order next year at least 20,000 crores is what he is expecting. And next to 3 years, his order book will be almost 25,000 crores. And FY23, that is the ongoing year, he is expecting a revenue of 3,200. And he is talking about many missiles where they will make it in India without any import substitution. Now it will be in import substitution, and there will not be any imported component. This is very positive for BDL and other defense companies. This is one interesting news, which has been there in the public domain. RCF management and NFL management has been talking about it. The government is now promoting Nana Urea. This is very important because the capacity by next year will be 17 crore bottles, which is equal to 75 lakh metric tons of urea. The key takeaway from Nano Urea is one bag of urea can be translated into 100 bottles of Nana urea, and one bottle of nano urea is effective as one bag of urea. So the efficiency is more than 100x times, and this will save lot of cost. And no, and why it is very effective is no, because it is a liquid. Now we have to put it on the plant, not on the soil. So your soil also will be protected, and that also will not be compromised. It will reduce the cost for farmers. It will reduce government subsidy outgo. So no, and this is going to be a major game changer. So now if this happens, almost 3 lakh crore is what the subsidy Indian government has paid, that can be spent on other welfare schemes or infrastructure scheme, and this the full fledged will be operational by 2025. And government is also working on nano DAP with IFCO and Coromandel. And nano urea has been designed by IFCO, and now RCF, NFL, all government companies are doing it. But DAP will be in tie-up with the Coromandel, so it is very positive for Coromandel. This is one reason why government fertilizer company has been rallying. So this is bit negative for Dhanuka Agritech, your Chambal fertilizer. So whoever is dealing in urea, it will be very negative. But it is very positive for the farmers and for our government. This is the important key takeaway. So we like Coromandel for a very long-term perspective. Even Coal India has issued a letter of acceptation for 7 coal projects to be pursued through engagement of mine development operation. It is called MDO. So it will be on a basis now, somebody will be a contractor and they will do it for Coal India, and 100 million ton they will mine extra coal. No, this is very positive for Coal India also. With that, over to you, Brijesh.
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। अब एक बार ये कॉल को हम एक बार हिंदी में कर लेते हैं। स्टार्ट करते हैं IRCTC से। IRCTC में ये न्यूज़ है कि वो 5% के स्टेक सेल करेगी OFS थ्रू। और ये स्टेक सेल होगा 15 और 16 दिसंबर को। और इसके जो फ्लोर प्राइस जो डिसाइड हुआ वो 680 का जो प्राइस डिसाइड हुआ। ये बेसिस के लिए ये लगभग 7% डिस्काउंट पे होगा कल के क्लोजिंग के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से। सो ये शॉर्ट टर्म में एक सेंटिमेंट के हिसाब से नेगेटिव हो सकता है, बट फंडामेंटली हम लोग के काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग व्यू है IRCTC के ऊपर। इसका जो टारगेट प्राइस है फंडामेंटली 885 का है हमारा। सो इसके थ्रू गवर्नमेंट करीब 2.5% के स्टेक ऑफलोड करने की कोशिश कर रही है IRCTC में। अगला एक अपडेट है PVR आइनॉक्स के मर्जर के ऊपर। जो पिछला एक नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने पहले पिटीशन फाइल किया था CCI के पास, जहां पे उन्होंने ऑब्जेक्शन लिया था PVR और आइनॉक्स के मर्जर के ऊपर, जो डिक्लाइन हुआ था। हालांकि अभी एक करेंटली एक नॉन प्रॉफिट कंज्यूमर यूनिटी एंड ट्रस्ट सोसाइटी है, उन्होंने फिर से एक एनसीएलटी में इसको चैलेंज किया है। और ये जो एक टेम्पररी जो है ये नेगेटिव न्यूज हो सकता है PVR और आइनॉक्स के लिए मर्जर के ऊपर। सो अभी हम इसका जो मैटर है वो अगला 9 फरवरी 2023 को ये हियरिंग होगा इस पे। तो टाइमिंग के लिए हमें लगता है कि ये शायद थोड़ा सा नेगेटिव डेवलपमेंट हो सकता है PVR और आइनॉक्स के लिए, बट ओवरऑल हम फंडामेंटली हम इस पे हमारा बाय व्यू मेंटेन करके हम चल रहे हैं। इसके आगे कल हमने मैस्टेक का एनालिस्ट कॉल अटेंड किया था। उसमें कंपनी ने उसके ग्रोथ के बारे में बताया। उन्होंने बताया कि उनका जो करंट बिजनेस है 60% ऑफ बिजनेस UK से आता है, 25% बिजनेस US से आता है, बचा हुआ जो बिजनेस है जो इंडिया से और बाकी कैपेक कंपनी से आता है, सेक्टर से आता है। सो ओवरऑल UK मार्केट का जो बिजनेस है वहाँ पे वो करीब 70% का वो बिजनेस बना रही है। तो आगे चलते हुए कंपनी के जो प्रोजेक्शन है काफी अच्छे हैं। तो $1 बिलियन रेवेन्यू के वो सेकेंड हाफ टिकट में वो शायद अचीव करने की बात करे। इनिशियली वो जो उनका जो ग्रोथ था वो बता रहे कि शायद 18 to 20% का FY24 में वो एबिट गेन करने की कोशिश करेंगे। सो लॉन्ग रन के लिए जो उनके जो आउटलुक थे वो काफी पॉजिटिव है। तो हमें ये हमारे फॉर्मल कवरेज में नहीं है, बट ओवरऑल जो कंपनी के जो कॉन कॉल थे उसके हिसाब से ये जो भी आउटपुट्स थे वो काफी पॉजिटिव ध्यान में आ रहा है। अगला अपडेट एक एमएनएम के ऊपर है। एमएनएम ने बताया कि वो 10,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे महाराष्ट्र में। वो महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट से उनको क्लियरेंस मिला है, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल के लिए होगा। और जो क्लियरेंस मिला है वो अंडर महाराष्ट्र इंडस्ट्रियल प्रमोशन स्कीम फॉर इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स, ये इसके अंडर है। तो ये जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो कंपनी 7 to 8 years के टाइम फ्रेम में करेगी। और बेसिकली ये जो कर रही है वो महिंद्रा अपने सब्सिडरी के कंपनी है उसके थ्रू करेगी। और जो ये बेसिकली जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी डेवलपमेंट और प्रोडक्शन ऑफ जो महिंद्रा के जो अपकमिंग बॉर्न इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स के जो सेगमेंट्स उन्होंने जो डिजाइन किए उसमें होगा। तो कुछ कुछ इसमें जो ये जो व्हीकल्स थे उन्होंने ऑलरेडी यूके में शोकेस किया था 15 अगस्त 2022 में। तो पॉजिटिव न्यूज़ है महिंद्रा महिंद्रा के लिए। तो लॉन्ग लॉन्ग रन में डेफिनेटली अपडेट स्ट्रॉन्ग काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूज रहेगा। अगला अपडेट है ऑटो सेक्टर के ऊपर। सो ऑटो सेक्टर में दिसंबर के महीने चलते हुए काफी सारे डिस्काउंट्स देखने को मिल रहे हैं, जहाँ पे आपको मारुति में 45,000 से 60,000 तक का डिस्काउंट देखने को मिलेगा। जो जबकि ये फिर 5 आप कॉस्ट के हिसाब से देखे जाए तो 5% है, तो काफी ज्यादा है। नॉर्मली जो डिस्काउंट देखा जाता है वो 1.5% से 2% के करीब देखा जाता है। और यही जो महिंद्रा में महिंद्रा बोलेरो एक्सयूवी 300 को देखो तो करीब 1 लाख के करीब आपको डिस्काउंट्स मिलेंगे। और जो ये भी करीब करीब ओवरऑल 5% गाड़ी के कॉस्ट के आसपास बनता है। तो ये ह्यूज डिस्काउंट्स हैं। तो ये आगे शायद सेल्स को स्टॉक क्लियरेंस या स्टेक स्टॉक है, तो ये इससे अगर सेल्स बढ़ते तो ये पॉजिटिव न्यूज ही हो सकता है काउंटर के लिए। अगला एक अपडेट है एचडीएफसी बैंक के ऊपर। उन्होंने 7.75% स्टेक फिनटेक जो एक स्टार्टअप है मिनटॉक इनसे लिया है। ये 31.1 करोड़ के लिए लिया है। ये मिनटॉक जो स्टार्टअप फिनटेक के जो स्टार्टअप कंपनी है वो पेमेंट लेड प्लेटफॉर्म पे काम करती है, जहाँ पे वो मर्चेंट्स को सर्विस टू मर्चेंट कस्टमर्स एंड और एनहांसिंग देयर एंगेजमेंट विद मर्चेंट, ये सब डिजिटल एंगेजमेंट्स में डील करती है। ये जो इनके जो एक्विजिशन है शायद जनवरी 31 2023 तक ये फिनिश होने के चांसेस है। जो इन्होंने ट्रांजेक्शन जो किया है, जो मिनटॉक का जो ट्रांजेक्शन होगा वो 10% के बिलो होगा। तो इसमें उनको कोई ज्यादा रेगुलेटरी और अप्रूवल्स की कोई ज्यादा प्रोसीजर नहीं, इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं होगा। सो दैट इज फाइन। सो हमारा जो ओवरऑल इस पे व्यू है कि हम पॉजिटिव है। और फंडामेंटली भी हम काफी हमारा वन ऑफ द टॉपिक है एचडीएफसी बैंक। तो इसमें जो टारगेट प्राइस है 1860 का है। और एक लास्ट इसमें है कि पुना फिनकॉर्प ने बताया कि वो अपने जो सब्सिडरी कंपनी पुना वाला हाउसिंग फाइनेंस ये वो बेचने वाली है टीपीजी एफिलेट परचेस फॉर 3,900 करोड़। तो ये एक शायद पॉजिटिव न्यूज हो सकता है पुना वाला फिनकॉर्प के लिए भी। उसके बाद फेड फेड के ऊपर एक अपडेट है। जो फेड का जो रेट हाइक हुआ 0.5, अभी ओवरऑल 4.5 तक का उन्होंने ये कर चुके हैं। और ये हाईएस्ट रहा है 2007 से। उनके अ, जो इसके हमें लगता है कि हो सकता है कि और एक रेट एक आ सकता है नेक्स्ट ईयर में, और उसके बाद एक पॉज मिलेगा मार्केट में। तो टेम्पररी ये ग्लोबल मार्केट के लिए नेगेटिव न्यूज हो सकता है, बट ये अगर हम इंडियन मार्केट के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखते हैं तो ये एक पॉजिटिव न्यूज है। उसके बाद जुबिलेंट के ऊपर एक अपडेट है। जुबिलेंट ने नया पिज्जा इटालियन गवर्नमेंट पिज्जा ये एक नया टेस्ट नया रेंज ऑफर किया है, जो ऑब्वियसली एक एडिशन है। सो न्यू न्यू एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हमेशा एक अच्छा अच्छा पॉजिटिव की तरफ से ही देखा जाता है। हमारा इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट पिक है जुबिलेंट फूड, लॉन्ग टर्म के हिसाब से काफी स्ट्रांग है। अगला एक अपडेट है तमिलनाडु मर्केंटाइल बैंक के ऊपर। उन्होंने टाई अप किया कोटक बैंक जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के साथ। सो सो ये एक अपडेट रहेगा। सो उसके बाद दिलीप बिल्डकॉन के ऊपर एक अपडेट है। उनको एक ऑर्डर बुक मिला है गुजरात मेट्रो रेल के पास से। ये बेसिकली सूरत मेट्रो रेल प्रोजेक्ट के लिए 1060 करोड़ के करीब है। और ये उनके जो फेज 1 के जो प्रोजेक्ट है इसके लिए, इसका कुल लेंथ है 10.6 किलोमीटर, और ये इसको शायद 26 महीने के करीब लगेगा कंप्लीशन के लिए। तो ये दिलीप बिल्डकॉन के लिए एक पॉजिटिव न्यूज रहेगा।
Technical dinosaur update. Yesterday, if you see index had opened on a gap low, but it faced hurdles near 18,700 levels, and from those levels, we witnessed a minor profit booking in the index. Though index was jittery about the FOMC and the ECB meetings are scheduled today and tomorrow for the and today tomorrow. So index was in a very volatile range, but it ended with a gain of 52 points. So on the sectoral front, if we see then realty, metal, and IT were the stocks which were above 1%, while FMCG and oil and gas were seeing profit bookings. And now technically we are saying that for today's expiry range, if you see the index manages to hold 18,500 to 18,600, we are believing that expiry should be held in this range only. Or if we, but index moves over 18,700 for the first hour, then we believe that expiry could move towards 18,800 zones also. And then we can safely move towards 19,000 in the future upcoming sessions. So for the bias remains bullish for the trade, but it should be buy on decline strategy for the day. Nextly, in the Bank Nifty, if you see Bank Nifty managed to close above 44,000 levels, and it's continuously hitting all-time highs slowly and steadily. And on the sectoral front, if you see in the Bank Nifty, the PSU banks like SBI and Bank of Baroda and Canban were trading on the positive side, and we could see minor profit booking with the ICICI Bank, but Axis Bank was leading with posting new highs. So Bank Nifty also, the view remains the same as the 43,000 is held. The index would be in a buy on decline strategy. As soon as if we move towards 44,300, 44,400, then we could move towards 45,000 levels too. So So yeah, on the futures front, if we see, then the Nifty futures saw an increase of minor increase of 8,000 contracts, and the PCR also was on a muted node at 1.02 levels. But on the options front, if we see, then 18,700 and 18,800 calls have major writings for the today's expiry, so that could act as a hurdle. But on the put option front, if we see, then 18,600, 18,500, that are the near-term supports on the data front. While as Bank Nifty, if we see, Bank Nifty also added new longs to the tune of 1.7%, that is 59,000 shares overall. And the PCR also have decreased slightly from 1.4 to 1.2. And on the options front, again, the 43,500 would be acting as a support, and 44,000 has a straddle over here. The both call and put writers are same. So this would be the key level to watch out how the Bank Nifty opens in the morning. And on the stock front, if you see, then there were three long builders basically in Havells, Persistent, and Coforge, while the short builders were made in PNB, Bharti Airtel, and Escorts. Now coming to the FIs data, the FIs were marginally long by in the cash market by 372 crores, and DIs were long by 926 crores. And again in the futures when they have shorted by 5,600. So basically they are just playing by 1 day long and 1 day short and managing to stay about 60% close to that part, with the overall net contracts up to 32,000 contracts. Stocks to be kept on radar today would be IRCTC, as there is a block deal by the block deal and the OFS by Indian government. And secondly, Astral and MRPL and Industrial. These are the stocks to be kept in focus on. Just coming to the SGX is showing a soft opening of 64 points. So if any dip towards 18,600 should be an opportunity to be bought. So that's it from mine. I'll hand over to Bunty sir for more updates. Thank you.
Thank you, Hitendra. Good morning, sir. Good morning, team. Few updates from my side. Starting with continuing with the IRCTC. The central government has said that they will sell up to 5% stake in IRCTC through an offer for sale on the BSE and NSE on 15th and 16th December. The floor price has been kept at 680 rupees a share, which is a discount of approximately 7% if we compare with the yesterday's closing price. And the government has said they are actually planning to sell 2.5% stake with an option to additionally offload 2.5% stake. So could be seen as slightly negative for the sentimental negative for the stock because of the discount, but fundamental per se, we are very much bullish on the IRCTC being a stable and monopoly kind of a business in railway ticketing. So we are bullish with a buy rating with a target price of 885. Next is on the PVX Einor merger. Non-profit group Unity and Trust Society has filed a petition in NCLT challenging CCI's order, which had rejected its complaint against the proposed merger of multiplex chains PVR and Inox. The non-profit organization had previously filed a petition with CCI to stop the proposed merger of these two, stating that the merger will provide undue advantage to both the guys. This plea was rejected and merger was approved. The matter came up for hearing before a two-member bench yesterday and was adjourned till February 9, 2023 over the request from both the guys. This is a negative development for PVR and Inox, as this will dealt the merger uh, which was expected to be completed in the coming quarter. So seems to be sentimentally negative for both the stocks as such. Next is on the Mastech. Yesterday, Mastech has kept the analyst call, and the key takeaways are like that. They have said they will be providing a brief of the business. Company stated that it is in the business of providing enterprise digital and cloud transformation services across UK, US, Europe, and Middle East. Company informed that in 2015, when Majesco demerged from Mastech, it had a revenue of around $70 million with EBIT of around 8%. Now it has achieved annualized revenue run rate of $300 million with EBIT margin of 17 to 18%. Currently, it derives 60% revenue from UK, 25% from US, and balance from India and APAC. In the UK market, public sector makes up 70% of the business and balance comes from the private sector. Going forward, company has target to achieve $1 billion in second half of the decade. And on margin front, they are targeting 18 to 20% EBIT margin in FY24, and it should increase to high teens in the longer run. Also, demand in the MEA region is holding up well due to favorable oil prices. Company would focus on acquiring Fortune 1000 clients, as these would provide better mining opportunity and repeat business. So this seems to be very much positive commentary from the Mastech. Next is on the Mahindra and Mahindra. They have announced the investment of 10,000 crores for electric vehicles has been approved under the Maharashtra government's industrial promotion scheme for electric vehicles. Company through its subsidiary would make investment about 10,000 crores over a 7 to 8 year period for setting up manufacturing facility, development and production of upcoming born electric vehicles, which are showcased in UK on August 15. And Mahindra is one of our topics under the auto sector and have a positive rating and a buy rating. In the auto sector update, as few auto dealers, JS Four Wheel Motors and United Automobiles, they are saying automakers are rolling out steep discounts for customers to clear stock, especially for entry level vehicles. If you look at Maruti, the discount is ranging between 45,000 to 60,000, which is approximately 5% of the value, which seems to be very high. Normally, discounts are ranging around 1.5 to 2%. In Mahindra Bolero and XUV, they are having a discount of approximately 1 lakh, which is again 5%. So it seems to be the data seems to be slightly negative. The automaker are trying to push the sales going towards the customers. Next is on the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank has acquired 7.75% or approximately 8% in the fintech startup company Mintalk for a consideration of 31 crores. This Mintalk is a fintech startup that provides payments-led platform offering value-added services to merchants to engage with their customers and for acquirers to enhance their engagement with merchants through digital engagements. So this deal is to be completed by January 31, 2023. Since the shareholding of the bank in Mentok post completion would be below 10%, on a diluted basis, the bank would not require any regulatory approvals to proceed with the transaction. We believe this is slightly positive for the bank, as it help the bank to enhance its digital offering portfolio and improve the overall customer experience. Currently, it's among the banking sector, it's our topics and have a buy rating with a target price of 1870. Lastly, on a Poonawalla FinCorp, the company has shared that they will sell their subsidiary Poonawalla Housing Finance, which was previously Magma FinCorp, to the TPG affiliate SG company for rupees 3,900 crores. So this seems to be a very much positive because it will improve the net worth or the book value for the Poonawalla FinCorp, and it will support it will be positive because it will support in focusing more on the uh, core business which they are doing in the SME, CD, consumer durable, and all those used car business. So that will support them in growing their business, and it seems to be very much positive for the Poonawalla FinCorp. That's it from my side. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Few updates from my side. First update on Vedanta. The development of paving the way for the resumption of iron ore mining in Goa. The state government announced yesterday that Vedanta Limited has emerged as a successful bidder for a mining block auction earlier this year. So Chief Minister Pramod Sawant updated that Vedanta was the highest bidder with 63.55% revenue for a biocloming mining block spread over 485 hectares. Next update on NTPC. NTPC Limited aims to sell 20% stake in its green energy business this fiscal year, expecting to raise up to 30 billion Indian rupees, around $363.97 million. So three government sources said, so deal markets the first green transaction by an Indian state company, which has a drawn interest from investors such as the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board, Malaysia's Petronas, and Brookfield. The next update on Torrent Pharma. Torrent Pharma yesterday said that it has company has an ink pact with the Bohemian England, India to co-market diabetes drugs and their combinations in the country. So company is in agreement to jointly sell Costicea Met and Zelingo. And this is basically novel sodium glucose co-transporter 2 inhibitor, which is useful for the improving glycemic control in adults with type 2 diabetes mellitus. The next update on Power Grid Corporation. So company's board approved the proposal to invest 330.61 crore in a transmission project. So decision in this regard was taken by the company's committee of directors on the investment project. Last update on Dilip Bilcon. The construction and EPC firm has executed a contract agreement through RBL DBL GV with Gujarat Metro Rail for rupees 1,061 crore for Surat Metro Rail Project Phase 1, that is package CS5. So length of the project is 10.6 kilometers and it will take 26 months to complete.